Hey, today I'm sickly, Aaron, as you can kind of tell, since I look even pastier than usual. And I am showing all the symptoms of coronavirus. I don't know if it's the real deal or not because, haven't been tested, but I don't really need to be in that. I have a very mild form and I'm self quarantined and all that, and have been actually self quarantined even before all this started. Because of stress and stuff, so I haven't been feeling very social. However, you can tell I'm not talking like the Godfather, so that's the reason why. So, and I am coughing into my elbow. So, here is just me and Harry, and he actually is going to work, but he's alone in his workplace because it's just him and his boss isn't coming in because Harry's boss is like 74, 75, and doesn't want to risk it. Harry, on the other hand, is making circuit boards for hygienic keyboards for the, say, healthcare industry. So that's a very good thing, and it's a very important, necessary thing. So it's very good that he's there doing that. And since there aren't really any customers coming in, he's not going to, hopefully not going to spread any germs from me to him to the general public. So, what will we talk about today, at least in terms of art stuff, is that those of you who know, those of you who've seen my art quilts, especially seen them up close and in person rather than just through pictures, know that I always put a little bug somewhere in the art quilt. See, made with a bit of beads and a bit of embroidery floss. I had a lot of my inspiration from nature, and especially from the woods behind my apartment complex, and I see bugs. And so I was joking around with a friend of mine years ago about, yeah, it's bug art, and then that reminded me of a certain favorite movie. So I was going around saying, yeah, it's bug art, man, it's bug art. So these are good bugs, though. They will not implant things in us that will explode out of our chest cavities. At least I hope not. Now, I've been on my bug kick for a while, but recently I got a really exciting set of bug stamps. They're clear stamps. Super cool. These ones are nice and big because some of the bug stamps I had that I bought earlier are very, very nice, but this is like little itty bitty dragonfly, and then you can see here it's not so big, and that's a little sad. Even my largest previous bug stamp is like a little bitty baby bug. And I got the big ultimate master bugs here. And also, I got some bug washi tape. And this is by the same company. I don't know anything about this company, so I'm just somebody bought some of their products, but I've got 3 different rolls here, and of course we've got with the same bugs as the stamps. And here we've got sort of a bug relief, or almost like bug x-ray, you could call it. This, by the way, is real washi tape. Actually made out of paper and with good quality glue on. I hate when people sell stuff as washi tape and it turns out to be nothing of the sort. For example, I have some that I admittedly bought at the grocery store, so that maybe should have tipped me off, but that I brought home. I mean, I bought it and brought it home. and only then found out when I opened the package that, oh golly gee, this is actually made out of plastic. Real washi tape is not made out of plastic. And in addition to being made out of plastic, the stupid stuff doesn't even stick very well, so I always have to glue it separately if I try to use it. And of course I want to use it on something and not waste it. Anyway, here's the final rule. So, in other words, there's a couple of fairly wide ones here, and then a relatively narrow rule. And it says poisonous specimen. Sounds good to me. Yes. And I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with these. Another thing also, because I have, for example, with my giant spider here, this is actually not my largest spider. This is a spider I made out of wire a few years ago, and part of it is that when I was little, I grew up in a house that was just really, really infested, and it was partly because the adults in the household didn't want to clean up, and basically lived in filth, so surprise, surprise, there were a lot of bugs, and then there were a lot of spiders that came to eat the bugs, and as a little kid I was just completely terrified of them, and, you know, especially of them crawling on me, like when I was lying in bed trying to go to sleep, so this is kind of a face your fears, grasshopper thing I have going on as an adult, where I have all kinds of spiders and bugs and stuff, but I ain't afeared of them. So, hang the spider back up. And that's it for today. Hopefully, next time I make a video, I will not have to stop and cough every 10 seconds, but I may or may not still be talking like the Godfather, so watch out. I may put a hit on you. Bye.